Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kimberly. Thank you so much for clicking to watch my video. I really appreciate it. So before we get into the topic of this video, quickly hit the subscription button. That way you can see all the amazing beauty, skincare, hair, tech videos that I have, and then also hit that notification bell. That way you won't miss out when I post new videos. So now that we got that out the way, this video is going to discuss the best liquid concealers. Now, everybody needs a good concealer. I'm going to go into why I think liquid is the best, how I use them, and then show you guys my faves. So, if you want to see more, keep watching. Okay, so, liquid concealers are the best because A, they're the lightest kind of form of concealer and the easiest to control. B, they're easy to use. C, they're easy to blend and to look more natural. And D, they're lightweight. It won't feel like heavy on your face. Now, cream concealers are really good for coverage and kind of like really strong, opaque, make it all disappear. But sometimes to conceal doesn't necessarily mean to completely cover. So and it might not, you might feel like it's heavy cream products. You have to really blend them out if you don't want it to seem like I have so much makeup on. So that's why my favorite concealers are liquid concealers. Now, the way I use liquid concealers most frequently is by using it to shape my brows, so kind of sculpt that little under arch, because my brows are a straight line. So in order to create that illusion, I need concealer. Also, these designer bags that are on full display today, if I wanted to cover them up, I will put them liquid concealer, you know, just a little bit underneath. Don't do the full triangle. That's a lot. Some people do it and can finesse it and make it work, but a lot of people, even though they put it all the way down here, they're going to end up putting contour and blush and everything to even cover up the whole triangle. So it's like, just put it on the where you need it. But that's a whole nother video. But yeah, and then I don't really spot conceal. I feel like if I have a pimple, clearly you're there because you are clogged up with makeup and all kinds of stuff already. So I usually don't spot conceal to cover stuff, but that is also another way that you could use liquid concealer if you just have like a little bump and you just want to put it on there, blend it out to cover it up. But like I said, it's usually active if it's like a pimpleation, so I don't think you should put makeup on it, but that's my personal 2 cents. Okay, now let's get into the makeup. So I have 4 liquid concealers here. I'm not gonna like swatch. I don't think that works for concealers because they're all liquidy and they're all lighter, probably like 2 shades lighter than my skin tone, because I usually like to have like a brighter concealer. And they're nothing special. I mean, I got a tan, so I can't even like demo them for you because a lot of them are not even the correct one anymore. But I'm just going to talk about why they're great and why I love them. Starting off with Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. Now, this concealer I love because it is bulletproof. On the back it says Conceal, Contour, Highlight, Retouch. So because they have so many shades, what you could do is buy like a darker shade and contour with it. Buy a shade that's your skin tone, easy to spot conceal, because they have so many options. I'm going to show you the one drawback that I don't like about this one. This dough applicator is huge. Like, I know that they're trying to think like, oh, it's bigger so it's more convenient to like cover the whole underneath of your face with it. But I'm like, dang, we all don't need that much concealer. Like, we can't make it a little smaller for us small-eyed people, because if I put it right there, it's already taking up most of the space. Like, come on. But yeah, love this concealer. The formulation of this concealer is bulletproof. If you have a sweaty face, this is one of the lesser likely ones to move and migrate and stuff like that as your skin starts to sweat and create oils. So this is really one that I really love, the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. So the next concealer I'm going to discuss is, of course, Miss Rihanna's Fenty Beauty. Like I said, this one's in 380. I also think I have a 400 now that it's summertime, but it's somewhere lost in the clutter of my makeup that's not really cleaned. I'll show you the applicator for this one. This one's applicator is really funky because it's a little flat and it doesn't have that traditional protruding heel that most doe foots have. So this is really, and you see how like small it is. It's really easy to maneuver and manipulate if you have like smaller things that you want to cover. Same thing, creamy formula, but still liquid, still malleable. This does, I'm not going to say it migrates all over my face, but the Too Faced is really the one that's going to be like summertime, you can survive. And I have another one too that is good for summer. This one I usually use because also the shade, like the winter time, and I find that it's more nourishing, more moisturizing. So really when your skin is dry and needing that extra, it's like one other little thing that, I mean, I still put moisturizer and everything on and eye cream, but this is just like, it's not a stripping kind of makeup. So I really like that, especially when you remove it and wash your face. It doesn't feel like, oh, this makeup that was sitting on your face all day took so much away. So I really like that. Gotta have a drugstore option. Is NYX drugstore? I feel like it's drugstore. We're gonna call it drugstore. So this is the drugstore option, the Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer. I have a whole video dedicated to just this concealer because it's so great. And I think it's called my favorite drugstore concealer. This is a really great product. It's really good for all the things that you wanted to do with liquid concealer. I'll show you guys the applicator. It is a traditional doe foot, but again, it doesn't have that little protruding fat heel. It's like slanted just on the bottom, so I don't know if you see that. But it's a really, really good formulation. If you are a beauty on a budget, I would say check this one out. I think it's like $8 or $6. It's really, really affordable. They have so many shades, and it's supposed to be like a dupe for Makeup Forever's liquid concealer. The packaging looks real similar. Unfortunately, I haven't tried that one, so I can't really tell you if it's a dupe, but on its own, I can tell you that this is a fantastic product if you're looking for a drugstore concealer, especially if you're just starting off in makeup, or if you change colors drastically and you want to have that lower end concealer and that higher end concealer, like for the winter and the dead of winter and then like the dead of summer. It's good to get a drugstore one, so that since you're not usually that color, and then the color that you are most of the time, like fall and spring, then you can buy that in a more high-end concealer. So that's just a little beauty hack to help save money. But yeah, this is the best drugstore concealer. If you're gonna get a drugstore concealer, this is the one you should get. Available at the NYX store and also at Target and Ulta, so lots of places where you can get those. My favorite #1 concealer. So in general, I love matte concealers. I love the little cream, what is it, the Studio Fix concealer. Pro Longwear I love, but the only reason I can't put that in this video is because it has a pump and the packaging is trash, and you end up wasting so much product and so much of your money unless you cut it open and do surgery on the tube. So unfortunately, even though Pro Longwear's formulation is a great liquid foundation, I can't recommend it because I know how crappy the packaging is, and that just is the way it is. So my next favorite one used to be the Select Cover concealer, and it used to come in like a little squeezy tube, and that was the best one because you could squeeze out the little bit you needed and then put it on. But unfortunately they discontinued that, but MAC does now have the Studio Fix 24-hour smooth wear concealer, and it looks like a little lip gloss, and it has a traditional little doe foot. This is my favorite concealer. This is the one I'm using every day right now. It's really easy to manipulate. It covers like little hairs and stuff that you get from your eyebrows. It works seamlessly with your skin. It blends out. Every time I'm wearing this concealer, people ask me like, oh, your skin looks so great, like what kind of foundation is that? I'm like, girl, thank you. But yeah, so it's a really, really good product. A little on the pricier side. I think it's $23, but I mean it's expected to be with high-end concealers. I'm pretty sure all of them except for the NYX is gonna come around $25, but it's a really, really great concealer. It's bulletproof, it lasts, sweaty face, all the above. Like I will put under eye, go have my whole day, and it's still there just as well, like at the end of the day. So I really, really love this MAC 24-hour smooth wear concealer. I don't know about this 24-hour claim, but it lasts a really long time. I would at least say 12 hours, so definitely, which is what most people need. So this is a really, really good concealer, so one of my favorites. So those are again my picks for that one's upside down best liquid concealer. So again, that's the Fenty I'm gonna leave Fenty Pro Filt'r, NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop, the Born This Way by Too Faced, and then the 24-hour Studio Fix concealer. So these are my favorite liquid concealers. I hope this was helpful. If you're gonna go to try some out, you know, definitely if you go to Sephora, play around, make sure you find your right shade, and let me know what your favorite liquid concealer is. I know that I'm gonna give, I guess, Pro Longwear from MAC could get an honorable mention, but like I said, the packaging is so crappy, I couldn't add it to the list. But let me know what your favorite concealers are, and until next time, see you soon.